Hello everyone, and I hope everybody is doing perfectly fine. So today's topic of discussion is beta thalassemia. So already we have discussed alpha thalassemia. So coming to beta thalassemia, just to differentiate from alpha thal. See, in alpha, this alpha gene was located on chromosome 16, and on each chromosome we had two genes. Okay, so total 4 alpha genes were there. In beta, what happens? There are 2 beta globin genes, one located on each chromosome number 11. So here chromosome number is 11 and one beta gene on each of the chromosome. And in alpha thal we had seen the main mutation was deletional. In beta thal we have non-deletional mutations. क्लासिफिकेशन हम बीटा थाल को डिवाइड करते हैं दो ब्रॉड कैटेगरी के हिसाब से. वन इज जीनोटिपिक सिस्टम, अदर इज फॉलोइंग द फिनोटिपिक सिस्टम. जीनोटिपिक सिस्टम हम डिवाइड करते हैं बेस्ड ऑन द 6 जीनोटाइप्स based on zygosity and degree of alteration of beta genes. And phenotypic classification, the system follows the clinical features. Clinical severity के according हम उसको 4 category में divide करते हैं, like minimal to severe thalassemia. So we'll see it gradually. So coming to the genetics of this, so ये notations आपको पता होने चाहिए. One is beta plus, ठीक है. Then you have beta naught, beta silent carrier and normal beta. So beta plus is what? It is partial block in beta chain synthesis. ठीक है. Then you have beta naught. It is complete absence of beta chain synthesis from the allele. Then you have beta SC. Beta SC is minimally affected. SC को हम denote करते हैं silent carrier. ठीक है. So that is minimally affected. And beta, as I said you, this is normal notation. So beta plus partial block है. Beta naught is complete absence of beta chain synthesis. Beta SC is silent carrier with minimal changes and beta is normal. So these are, based on those 4 notations, we have these total genetics. ठीक है. जैसे beta naught means complete absence है. Beta naught, beta plus is कि एक gene is completely absent, एक is partially absent. Beta plus both are partially deleted. ठीक है. Beta naught एक complete absence है, एक है normal. So this way silent carrier, both are silent carrier, or one is with beta normal and then silent carrier. So these are permutation combination which gives you these 8 entities. ठीक है. Then see, more than 200 mutations होते हैं जो कि lead कर सकते हैं to form these beta thalassemia, partial to complete absence of gene. So range में है. ठीक है. So in out of these 200, only 20 mutations, they are responsible for 80% of our beta thalassemia. And mostly defects are point mutation, जो हमने पढ़ा. Non point mutation होती है, non deletional है. ठीक है. And here there are minor reduction in the beta globin production to complete absence of synthesis. So here what happened, can any step can undergo mutation. ठीक है. Mutation होना है. Point mutation is the common one. So gene expression, gene transcription affect हो सकता है, RNA processing affect हो सकती है. Any step this mutation can occur. mRNA translation, post translational integrity of protein. Now coming to our phenotypic classification, which I said it is based on the clinical feature और उसकी severity. So beta thalassemia major होता है जो कि severe condition है. Then comes intermedia, then you have your minor, and last you have your minima with very mild changes. Okay. Now coming to beta thalassemia major. इसको genotypic हम कैसे denote कर सकते हैं? 3 ways. Not is complete absence. Not plus means एक gene completely absent है, एक partial deleted है. 2 beta plus means दोनों जो genes हैं on either chromosome 11, they are partially deleted. Beta thal major is also known as your Cooley's anemia, and it can homozygous भी हो सकता है, double heterozygous भी हो सकता है. ठीक है. So this is your heterozygous. So inheritance of this abnormal beta gene will result in what? Marked reduction or absence of your beta chain synthesis. Pathophysiology से क्या देखते हैं हम इसमें कि there is dramatic reduction or absence of beta chain synthesis which affects the production of your adult hemoglobin, that is HbA. तो symptoms जैसे कब से शुरू होते हैं? 6 month का बच्चा जो है infant, at about 6 months of age he or she will start manifesting these symptoms. Here what happens, there is HbA2 and HbF are increased, where this is in partial compensation of decreased level of HbA. So HB, main thing what you have to remember is HbA decrease हो रहा है and उसके compensation में HbA2 and HbF levels are increased. So this जो ये पैथोफिजियोलॉजिक मैकेनिज्म है दैट रिजल्ट्स फ्रॉम योर लैक ऑफ बीटा चेन प्रोडक्शन. सो इसको हम डिवाइड करोगे तो क्या होता है कि वी नाउ वी रेड इट कि इट इज रिडक्शन इन HbA levels. So HbA levels are reduced. Compensatory increase of other hemoglobin जैसे HbA2 and HbF, and there is also ineffective erythropoiesis with hemolysis and erythroid hyperplasia. ठीक है. So reduction of HbA जो हो रहा है, adult hemoglobin जब कम होगा, so that will compromise the blood's oxygen carrying capacity. ठीक है. और एक तो वो हो गया, HbA कम हो रहा है तो ऑक्सीजन कैपेसिटी कम हो रही है, ऑक्सीजन कैरिंग कैपेसिटी कम हो जाती है ब्लड की टू डिलीवर इट टू द टिश्यूज. सो अदर नॉन बीटा हीमोग्लोबिन जो होते हैं वो इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं, लाइक HbF एंड HbA2 एंड HbF जो इंक्रीज हो रहा है, जो ऑलरेडी ऑक्सीजन डिलीवरी टू टिश्यू इज कॉम्प्रोमाइज बिकॉज ऑफ डिक्रीज लेवल्स ऑफ HbA, उसमें ये और एड ऑन करता है HbF का इंक्रीज होना, क्योंकि HbF को भी हाई एफिनिटी है फॉर ऑक्सीजन. सो दैट विल ऑल्सो स्टॉप द डिलीवरी ऑफ ऑक्सीजन टू द टिश्यूज. सो दोनों HbA का कम होना और HbF का बढ़ना, सो दिस इम्बैलेंस कॉजेस compromised status of oxygen delivery to our tissues. So एक और चीज है कि बीटा चेन कम हो रहे हैं तो अल्फा चेन इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं, तो जो रेशियो होता है, नॉर्मल रेशियो होता है बीटा अल्फा शुड बी 1:1. सो बीटा चेन अगर कम हो रही है तो ऑब्वियसली रेशियो विल बी डिक्रीज. सो हियर इट इज लेस देन 0.25. So decrease beta alpha chain ratio. So जब alpha chain बढ़ रहे हैं, so they cannot form tetramers, ठीक है. So they will precipitate within the cell, and अगर ये alpha chain cell के अंदर आके deposit होते हैं, so what it will do? It will cause damage to the cell membrane and leading to chronic hemolysis, ठीक है. And deposition of these alpha chain can also generate reactive oxygen species which are itself lethal to the cell survival. Okay? How these reactive oxygen species will damage the hemoglobin, then it will damage the membrane protein, lipids, thereby decreasing the membrane stability, and ये सब जो डैमेज सेल्स होते हैं उसको फिर ईट अवे होगा उसका, ठीक है. सो दे विल बी ईटन अप और टेकन अप बाय द फैगोसाइट. सो दैट विल इंक्रीज द प्रोसेस ऑफ फैगोसाइटोसिस आल्सो, एंड दैट विल रिजल्ट इन लार्ज डिग्री ऑफ हेमोलिसिस एज वेल. सो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ जो हेमोलिसिस होती है बोन मैरो में, दैट अकर्स एट द पॉलीक्रोमैटोफिलिक एरिथ्रोब्लास्टिक स्टेज ऑफ एरिथ्रॉइड डेवलपमेंट. सो उससे क्या होगा, देयर इज रिजल्टिंग इन इनफेक्टिव एरिथ्रोपोइसिस एंड ड्यू टू एक्टिवेशन ऑफ दिस एपोटोटिक. अब जो डेब्री वगैरह को रिमूव करने के लिए होता है, एपोटोटिक मैकेनिज्म गेट्स एक्टिवेटेड फैगोसाइटोसिस से पहले, यू नो, बाय दिस विल एपोटोटिक मैकेनिज्म जब एक्टिवेट होती है, so that will be precipitated. How it is activated? Because this alpha globin chain जो precipitate हो रही है, so that will, वो जब cells में जाके damage कर रही हैं cells को, तो वो cells को खाना है, the cells cannot be left over there, so they need to be eaten away. So that activates your apoptotic mechanism that will culminate into phagocytosis. So this combination of reduced HbA, increased HbF, ineffective erythropoiesis, chronic hemolysis, all these four factors will result in significant anemia. And when these ineffective things happens in our body, so what our body tries, it tries to compensate by stimulating erythropoiesis. ठीक है. And this will result in erythroid hyperplasia. फिर क्या होगा, bone marrow expansion, thinning of calcified bones, and there is increased absorption of iron in the gut, which leads to iron toxicity due to this hyperactivity of the marrow. And this additionally puts on pressure on our organs like liver and spleen. So they also have to produce, they participate in production of the hematopoietic elements. So that is extramedullary hematopoiesis. These are the common sites for your EMH. Then this will result in increase in the size of your spleen and liver. So hepatosplenomegaly is the result. So now coming to clinical picture. कैसे present करेगा बच्चा? Infant जब आप देखोगे, the kid will be irritable, with pallor, failure to thrive, weight gain, diarrhea, fever, enlarged abdomen. Anemia हो रहा है, constant high output of blood होगा, the result put pressure on your heart, result in heart failure. Cardiac failure हो सकती है बच्चे को if with transfusion, then it goes on. Then in first decade, the first decade the child will present with your cardiac symptoms, liver की problems के साथ. There will be growth retardation as a child grows, bronze pigmentation of skin, chronic hemolysis will lead to formation of gallstone, icterus, gout. Then bone changes क्या आएंगे? Hypoplastic marrow होती है, marrow cavities enlarge होंगी every bone में and this will expand the bone. और एक important point होता है थैलेसीमिया में, clinical exam में आपको अगर suppose एक long question आता है, clinical scenario you are given, so can be given like history of a like 5-year-old male, 5-year-old male child produced with presenting with bossing of the skull, ठीक है, facial deformities, x-ray पे hair on end appearance हो रही है skull की, anemia is around 5 to 6 hemoglobin levels है, so this diagnosis comes as beta thal major, ठीक है. So you have to remember the exact की basic genotypic feature क्या है, phenotypic क्या है, clinical features क्या है, how the patient will present, x-ray radiological findings क्या होती हैं disease की. Then thinning patient can have pathological fracture की history भी दे सकते हैं, thinning of cortical bone, and non-specific symptoms हो सकते हैं जैसे fever, lethargy, weakened musculature, decreased body fat, decreased appetite, infection, folic acid deficiency. So these all can occur. So now when these features are there, coming to our lab diagnosis, कैसे करोगे, क्या क्या टेस्ट उसकी तरफ identify point out करते हैं कि yes patient can have this entity. Hemoglobin in severe cases can go down to 2 to 3 gram per deciliter. Okay, and when you see the peripheral smear picture, it will be markedly microcytic hypochromic, जो mean corpuscular volume levels होती हैं less than 67 femtoliter. Always write your units. Without unit it's just a number, ठीक है. So markedly reduced MCH and MCHC. So there is marked variation in size and shape of RBCs, so resulting in your marked anisopoikilocytosis. So now alpha chain जो deposit हो रहे थे वो कैसे हम देख पाएंगे smear पे? With methyl violet stain. So those precipitate will come up nicely. Then there will be variable basophilic stippling and polychromasia noted in the patient. So other lab findings है कि reticulocytes increase होती है but not to that level for severity of anemia because there is a high degree of ineffective erythropoiesis. Mature RBC, immature RBC, proper RBC form नहीं हो रहे, तो reticulocytes उतने नहीं appear होंगे आपके peripheral smear पे. Nucleated RBCs we can see, RDW can be normal or increased. Secondarily infection patient can have this secondary leukopenia, thrombocytopenia when our marrow is not working properly. Chronic hemolysis होती है patient को तो increased unconjugated bilirubin बढ़ जाएगा. Then urine appears dark brown from the presence of diaperones. Then electrophoresis. This is a definitive diagnosis for thalassemia. So hemoglobin electrophoresis on cord blood. So that will at birth that will provide a clue that there is deficient beta chain production. ठीक है. And normal cord blood पे जो normal cord blood का sample होता है उसमें adult hemoglobin के percentage होते हैं 20%. With if you take cord blood from infants with beta thal major, HbA is markedly reduced in cord blood also, that is less than 2%. So beta thal major. So this when you see this is markedly reduced in a patient with beta thalassemia major when you examine the cord blood. HbA levels are very reduced. Then beta thal major. So they overall जो हमने देखा this is absence of HbA, 90% HbF होता है बच्चों में and low normal और increased HbA2 हो सकती है, ठीक है. Increased HbF in thalassemia क्यों होता है कि this fetal hemoglobin is increased. This is due to expansion of a subpopulation of erythrocytes that have ability to synthesize the gamma chains. ठीक है. So coming to treatment, beta thal major का treatment होता है regular transfusion program. So you will see thalassemia program, thalassemia screening, thalassemia group, WhatsApp group होते हैं. There are people, kids like thalassemia society बनाई हुई है इन्होंने, ठीक है. So those kids or the young people, they are enrolled in those transfusion program because they need repeated transfusion, regular and repeated transfusion. So that will prolong their life to at least second or third decade of life with normal development and growth patterns. And अगर जैसे regular transfusion हो रही है तो kids, the young adult, they need iron chelating agents to prevent the iron toxicity. उसमें we can use the oral supplements जो होते हैं iron के, deferoxamine or deferricerox, fine. And sometimes splenectomy may be required to decrease the hemolysis and prolong the red cell survival. At times, bone marrow transplantation have also been tried to provide stem cells that will be able to produce normal RBCs, ठीक है. Then gene therapy. Autologous ये भी आया है, this is also in trend. Autologous stem cells क्या होते हैं, वो हम हार्वेस्ट करते हैं पेशेंट के अपने स्टेम सेल्स को, फिर उसमें हम बीटा जीन कॉम्प्लेक्स को डालते हैं, ठीक है, यूजिंग वायरल वेक्टर्स। फिर आउटसाइड दिस प्रोसेस इज कंप्लीटेड एंड दिस बीटा जीन कॉम्प्लेक्स जो हमने बनाया है, ठीक है, सो विद along with the autologous stem cell, this will again transfuse back into the host or patient, you can say. So what is the prognosis? See, untreated patient है, नहीं आप उसको दे रहे हो regular transfusion, they will expire during first or second decade of life. Second decade of life में even they go, then they have these kind of disorder, endocrine disorders like diabetes mellitus, hepatic and cardiac disturbances. Why these organs are affected? Because there is deposition of excess iron in these tissue. ठीक है, so this has a grave prognosis when you compare with the other entities. Now coming to the second one, that is minor. इसके बीच में intermedia आता है. Intermedia will discuss after minor. Fine. So in minor, how we notations क्या है? Beta not beta. एक beta is normal in minor. एक बीटा में complete absence हो सकता है, एक partial absence है, ठीक है. So one normal gene has to be present for minor. So normal beta gene क्या होती है? They direct the एक normal beta gene है, it will direct the synthesis of sufficient amount of beta chain to synthesize enough HBA. इतना HBA produce हो जाता है कि that can provide a normal oxygen delivery to the tissues and RBC survival हो सकती है. These patients are usually asymptomatic except in stress conditions, like कोई अगर patient को superior infection है या patient is pregnant, so that time moderate anemia can develop. So but usually these have minor changes. Mild anemia होती है ranging from 9 to 14 according to the age and sex. RBC count are usually raised. Microcytic hypochromic picture होती है इसकी भी. MCV with 55 to 70, MCHC 29 to 33. They are variable in isopoikilocytosis होती है according to degree of anemia. Bone marrow, when you examine slight erythroid hyperplasia, erythroblasts are poorly filled with hemoglobin. When you see hemoglobin electrophoresis, the HbA2 are increased, ठीक है, 3.5 to 7. HbF is normal in half of the patient. So HbA2 more than 3.5 है, ठीक है. उसमें क्या होता है? There is increase होती है, लेवल इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं होती, मतलब इतना नहीं होता है increase. HbA2 is more like HbA is markedly reduced in your beta thal major, उतना नहीं होता here. और HbF level भी beta thal major में ज़्यादा होता था, here HbF is normal in half of our patient. It does not require any treatment. Minor. Proper nutrition, patient can survive. Then coming to बीच वाला category जो intermediate है, इसको आप denote करते हो beta positive means both are partially deleted. Beta not beta plus and beta not beta plus, ठीक है, beta not beta या beta plus beta भी कर सकते हो इसको आप. So these are homozygous, double heterozygous or heterozygous. These can produce intermediate. These symptoms range between beta thal major and mild thal minor. So they have the ability to sustain, to reach the, maintain the hemoglobin level with a comfortable survival and without requiring regular transfusion. On and off require हो सकता है transfusion का, but not as severe as we see in case of beta thal major. So coming to lab test, intermediate will present as moderate microcytic hypochromic anemia. Hemoglobin इसका 7 to 10 के range में रहेगा. Target cells बहुत होते हैं, marked poikilocytosis हो सकती है, basophilic stippling, nucleated RBCs. So this when you see, एक when you read beta thalassemia major, उसके जब आप points पढ़ते हो, it becomes easier to delineate the other entities. Intermediate, आपको पता है कि you have to read beta thal major under these headings, ठीक है. So similar headings you can correlate your intermediate, minor and minima. Fine. So hypochromic erythroblasts होते हैं, इसमें भी elevated HbA2 का level बढ़ जाता है, इसमें ज़्यादा है. See, HbA2 will be more in beta thalassemia major, थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा इन इंटरमीडिएट, उससे कम हो जाएगा, बट मोर देन 3.5 होगा इन योर मिनिमल ऑल्सो, ठीक है, माइनर. एंड HbF यहाँ पे देखो, HbF हमारे माइनर में बहुत कम था, 50% में होता ही नहीं है, ठीक है, नॉर्मल रेंज में होता है. तो HbF एंड बट हियर इट इज इंक्रीज्ड, सो इट इज इंटरमीडिएट कैटेगरी, लेस सीवियर देन बीटा थैल मेजर बट मोर सीवियर देन योर बीटा थैलेसेमिया माइनर. Then treatment prognosis, splenomegaly इसकी common होती है, कभी कभी function hypersplenism होता है, leads to infection that will require regular intervention with antibiotic therapy. Chelation with therapy for iron overload can be given when off and on transfusion is given to the patient. The last is your beta thalassemia minima. Denote कैसे करते हो? Beta SC and beta silent carrier है. This is asymptomatic beta thalassemia, no major lab derangements, mild imbalance होती है इसमें alpha to non alpha globin chain. एंड दिस इज डिस्कवर्ड इंसिडेंटली डिस्कवर होते हैं, जब कोई फैमिली स्क्रीनिंग प्रोग्राम होती है तो होता है. SC तो आई जस्ट सेड कि साइलेंट कैरियर डिनोट होता है. सो these are basically your 4 different types of beta thalassemia. Major, most severe one. Then comes your beta thalassemia intermedia, beta thalassemia minor, and beta thalassemia minima. Okay, that is a silent carrier. So minor and minima, these are asymptomatic. Intermedia is in between with proper nutrition and infection के treatment के साथ off and on patient and off and on requirement of transfusion patient can survive properly. थैल मेजर में होता है कि फर्स्ट सेकेंड थर्ड डिकेड तक खींचते हैं पेशेंट लाइफ अपनी, ठीक है, बट विद प्रॉपर इंटरवेंशन, ठीक है, रेगुलर ट्रांसफ्यूजन प्रोग्राम में उनको इनरोल होना होता है एंड दे हैव टू like but with a symptomatic treatment also they have to be given for avoiding your this iron overload, chelating agents dene hai, so other things also has to be looked after. So I hope it is clear. So thank you so much for your patient hearing. Kindly like my channel, subscribe it and share it. Thank you so much.